you showing up?
Never.
I'm taking them shots on my partners, they loaded up.
No.
Man, on the low, all these be I get some material. Holla, we them boys. Holla, we them boys. Holla, we making noise. Holla, 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 holla. Holla, we them boys. Holla, we them boys. Holla, holla, we making noise. Holla, holla, we them boys. T-Pain.
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the boss.
Baby, we make magic. Come home with a thug, let's get cracking. Always well, baby, cause happen. She got the back seat, just a freak in the mood. Hopped in the tray, just to let the top back and thank God for the day. Who gives a what a hater gotta say? I made a couple $1 million last year. Still in the streets, strapped with them things. She in love with a G, so she tatted my name. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. 10 black made backs, back to back in the lane. I'ma make it rain, then I'ma make it back. You are just a lame little homie, that's a fact. Working with the police, acting like you know me. Fresh out of jail already in your
Got a fresh line up, yeah, fresh outfit. But I had a parking lot on smash. Plus I got a Chevy with a 454 in the hood. Got 125 on the dash.
I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far. I'm the biggest boss that you seen thus far.
Cause it's just another day in the life of the
Two teams. Two conferences. It's a road game for the Trailblazers in this one. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Trailblazers, Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with the Aminu, and it's Harkless in at the 3. Plumlee hits them both. Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player, has the size, the bang, and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegian. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. No luck. And Atlanta will come the other way. And it's blocked. They get it back. Second chance shot.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
Teague with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Horford kicks to Korver. Back to Horford. In the corner, Bazemore with it. Teague against Lillard. Pulls from the top of the key. And he hits the jumper for 2. Lillard's got his first points in this one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to McCollum. No one near him. Atlanta with the rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man. And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Now here's Lillard following the miss by Paul Millsap. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. As magical as the 2014 playoffs were for the Blazers, remember they beat Houston in that first round, that great shot by Lillard late to win it and move on. 2015, not as much. You know, Greg, they drew a very tough Memphis team, as you recall, in the first round.
Yeah, you often talk about styles making fights. Very similar in this series. They would go on to drop the first 3 games before being bounced, but still a good showing for a team that struggled mightily down the stretch with injuries.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Lillard against Teague. Plenty of space. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And, you know, just as you said, Portland didn't have enough to get by the Grizzlies in the first round. Ended up losing in 5 after taking 1 game, and that was game 4. Just had a hard time breaking down the Memphis defense.
Aminu with it. Picked up by Teague. Lillard attacking. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Another loss for the Blazers when they were the 4 seed, as you mentioned. As a franchise, they have lost in the first round every time they have ended up as the 4 seed. Not exactly a good position for them to be in.
The Hawks trailed by 6. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And Kent Bazemore, the long-armed lefty out of Old Dominion, where he was the Division I Defensive Player of the Year back in 2011. A 5-year senior. He graduated with 2 degrees, one in criminal justice, the other in human services.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Splitter is checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Paul Millsap. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Kyle Korver. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. McCollum dishes to Davis. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And Bazemore grew up in a small town, Kelford, North Carolina. Clark, less than 300 people.
And a very tight-knit community, as you might expect, Kevin. His uncle owned the local diner, and you see that in his demeanor. Very social, a humble guy. He's really a nice presence in the locker room.
Now here's McCollum. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock at 6. Swiped away. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going for your very
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
This is almost like a volleyball game when you watch just how many shots they blocked or altered.
Well, how about this? A lot of side outs for them, the way they swatted shots away. That's a volleyball term, by the way, Phil.
Yeah, or handball.
Like or handball.
Yeah, either one of the two. They're knocking a lot away.
Yeah.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Damian Lillard out there with Allen Crabbe. Then there's Davis. Then it's Henderson, and it's Vonleh in at the 4 slot. Back to Lillard. All alone. The Hawks trail it. You look back last year, and the Hawks were incredible at home last season. Not a bad way to help unveil that beautiful statue of Dominique Wilkins in front of the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, and so much went right for the Hawks. And adding that statue up neat was the cherry on top. Very classy move from that organization.
And he dunks it after the pick frees him up. Atlanta shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Splitter kicks it over to Schroeder. And Davis sends it back. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. It's deflected. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. And Hardaway gets it to go.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
Lillard attacking. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And there's the pass to Vonleh. 6 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Lillard. He has 6. And that one is stuffed right through.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
And guys, what I like about Damian Lillard, very decisive with the ball in his hands, always in attack mode. He keeps it hopping, and he has a killer instinct in the clutch.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Splitter. Millsap comes in for Chris Humphries. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Davis. Myers Leonard comes in for Vonleh. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Gerald Henderson. And McCollum subbed in for Lillard. Andrew Lillard, he keeps the ball moving, as Greg was talking about. Clark, he keeps his teammates involved.
Very proficient in the pick and roll, understands the nuances of looking at weak side defenders and getting to the free throw lane for the roll man. He knows all the tricks to make that pick and roll really successful.
For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Mike Scott's checked in for the Hawks.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's McCollum. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And count it, 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Portland leading. He feeds it to Harkless. To the inside. Here's McCollum. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. McCollum's got 5 now.
Myers Leonard.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Portland did a lot of things right last year in their 51-win season. The one constant for them was how they, Greg, played defense.
You know, Kevin, they were good all season long in terms of staying focused on that side of the ball. Really made sure to challenge every shot, and with their length and reach, they should be a factor defensively.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, you know, as you said, Portland challenged every shot last season. They were a top 10 team in limiting opponents' shooting percentage. They were also best in the league in limiting three-pointers.
Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
There are a lot of different approaches on defense. Portland challenged shots and didn't make risky plays. They were last in turnovers forced last year, but overall, they had a strong defense.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And the foul called on Myers Leonard. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
And Teague, here we go. Here's Scott. And the rejection by Leonard. And here we go. Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Kent Bazemore's checked in for Al Horford. Shot clock at 6. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Millsap has the open look. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Lillard attacking. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Lillard's got 8 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Bazemore. No good on the buzzer. And that does it for the first half of play. Trailblazers out in front, up by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here at Phillips Arena in Atlanta.
And now, your Atlanta Hawks.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Lillard has been playing really well. 12 points, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
And it easily could have been more. He's played an effective game at that end of the floor.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Teague and Korver are the guards. And it's Bazemore at the 3 slot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his third foul of the game. Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Plumlee, no luck. The Hawks trail by 7. Bazemore for 3. And Damian Lillard pulls it down.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Bazemore. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard. Well, you have to love the energy and the effort given every night by Kent Bazemore, hustling for loose balls. Greg, a lot like you, actually. Runs the floor like a tornado, can handle the ball. The consummate role play.
He really is. And you know, you have to have guys who can be effective without the basketball, Kevin. There's only one out there.
Right.
And you're going to have 5 guys, so you need other areas of the game to be effective. And he focuses on the defense, the rebounding, all those little things that add up to victories.
Crabbe kicks to Aminu. And it's sent back by Horford. And they're able to recover. And he gets it to go. Hardaway's got 6.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Here's Lillard. Layup off the pick. Aminu misses.
And, you know, going back to Kent Bazemore, he was not a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Was solid and unspectacular in college. Entered the NBA as an undrafted free agent. Exceeded everybody's expectation. Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
To the left wing. Hardaway for 3. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Crabbe. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
That's his second personal foul.
And getting back to Kent Bazemore, I mean, he will always have a role in this league because of his defense and his positive attitude. He's the kind of guy who gets counted out early and goes on to have a legitimate 10-year NBA career.
Splitter is checked in for Atlanta. Cephalosha comes in for Hardaway. Leonard, he's checked in for Portland.
You know, there was plenty to be happy about last year in Atlanta with the way the Hawks played. One sour note, though, was that the team was viewed as a potential buy for Seattle groups.
Here's Schroeder. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Schroeder's got 5. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Scotty's checked in for Humphries. And it's Teagan for Kent Bazemore. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Drains it from beyond the arc. Schroeder's got 5 points now in the quarter. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, each side having a tough time staying in front.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
And stolen by Lillard. Fires the 3. Good. And it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
That's his second personal foul.
And Mike Scott, a former second-round draft pick who has carved out a role here in the NBA the last 2 seasons, Clark. He was a major contributor off the bench.
Yeah, he's a bit of a tweener, not big enough to maintain position down low on a consistent basis and not quick enough to really be a three-man or small forward, but what he can do is get to the basket, rebound okay, and knock down the deep shot.
McCollum passes to Plumlee. Harkless kicks to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Good. Harkless has got his first points of the game.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
Plumlee with the steal. The 3 from McCollum. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Trailblazers lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. And on the floor for Portland here in the 4th. Harkless is out there with Davis. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Plumlee. And it's Crabbe in the 2-guard. Oh, and here comes Korver all alone.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Millsap kicks the tee. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, you got to love the front court for these Atlanta Hawks. I mean, Al Horford and Paul Millsap both give up a few inches in terms of height, but you won't find a more skilled and versatile front court in the NBA.
Atlanta making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. Portland also making some changes. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Lillard subbed in for Crabbe. Well, speaking of the skill of the Atlanta front court, their offense predicated on ball movement and spacing and shooting. Unlike San Antonio, Horford and Millsap a perfect fit.
Really, those two enjoy playing together. Excellent chemistry between them because they're both mobile, agile, skilled big guys.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you. Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Aminu.
Assist from.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He actually lit into them pretty heavily, saying, we're being way too soft on the inside. I'd better start to see some toughness and more shots being challenged. No more easy baskets. Pretty strong words, guys.
Thank you, Doris. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up. Guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season, with Dallas. He may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points, but he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
And Lillard gets double teamed. It's stolen by Schroeder. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in.
Yeah, and on the topic of Aminu, he's a bit of a tweener. Doesn't have quite the quickness and ball handling skills the top small forwards have. Doesn't have the bulk or grit to match up against the better power forwards. He's a hard fit for what you want to have done at that position.
And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Myers Leonard. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Lillard. And it's Schroeder missing.
And guys, getting back to Aminu, he still has the tools to be a really good player, but like so many young guys, he has to focus. He has to bring the intensity 100% every game. And I could see him being one of those late bloomers, if you will.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That's foul number 2 for him. There's a good screen. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. Schroeder kicks to Horford. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Fast break, the Hawks. He kicks it to Korver. Feeds it to Horford. Korver with it. Guarded now by Harkless. To take the lead. No good. Nice D from Lillard. And it's sent back by Horford. Korver gets it over to Schroeder. From past the arc. That's good. He's 5 for 9. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Hawks.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
And Lillard gets double teamed. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Bazemore. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And that one hits back out.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And it all comes down to this. Still enough time on the clock that they should be able to get a real good look.
Yeah, and in this case, you debate often. You hear guys debate whether to take a 2 for the tie or a 3 to win. In my case, with this situation, I think you go hard inside and see if you can get a good shot in close.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. What do you think, guys?
This game's over, Kevin. It's out of reach. I'm not sure why they took that time out. There's no way they can score 4 points in less than half a second.
And so it's the Hawks who've come out on top. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.